Good morning. I am Mohana Priya, Assistant Professor, Department of AAML. Last video we have to see about what is an array and why we are using array and what are the advantages of array. Usually the array has three types. One is one dimensional array, two dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. Now today we are going to see about one dimensional array. What is one dimensional array means? It is referred as a list. Each element of the list contain only one value, whether the value be an integer, character or in float, whatever it is. By using array it is initialized, then declare as an array, and three values are needed, and typically data types and the name of the arrays and the element contained in the array. How we declare the one dimensional array means we can declare an array in the C language by using data types, array name, and in square bracket what is the size of an array. For example, if we have to get some mark from the students of mark means the number value is defined as an integer. So first we have put an data type as integer, then what is the array name. Array name must be whatever it is, an identification of the user. Here we mentioned mark and we get the 5 members mark. So we here defined in a square bracket as 5 and followed by a semicolon. Here the mark is the memory allocation is started from 0 to 4. Here int is an data type, mark is an array name, and 5 is an array size. How we initialized an array means the simplest way to initialize an array is by using the index of the each element. If we are giving the array size is 5 means what the index refers means 0 to 4. We can initialize each element of the array by using the index. Consider the following example. If mark of 0 is 80 means mark of 1 is 60, mark of 2 is 70, and mark of 3 is 85, and mark of 4 is 75. So the initialization of array start at a 0 index point and finally end with n minus 1. What is the array size means n minus 1 is the array initialization value. How the arrays are initialized means it have a list of data and allocate a memory from 0 to 4. This is a simple example for initialization of array. Then we have seen one example for array program. First we have a header file as include stdio.h, then we have a main function open parenthesis I equal to 0, int mark of 5. Here only we referred as array name as marks and array size as 5. It is a declaration of array and we initialized by mark of 0 is 80, mark of 1 is 60, mark of 2 is 70, mark of 3 is 85 and mark of 4 is 75. One thing is here we have to get the elements in the compile time. We have to get an array value by two types, one from compile time and another one from runtime. In compile time we have initialized the value from the program itself. By using and runtime we getting the element. That means first we have to initialize and store the element at the time of runtime. So here we initialize in this program it is initialized by the program itself. So it is a compile time example program. Then the travels of three array is started 5. By using the for loop we have to initialize the value I equal to 0, I less than or 5 and I plus plus. That means first the I is considered as 0, 0 less than 5, the condition is true. Then we have to print the value of mark of 0, that means 80. Then we have a new line and the mark of I get increased, increment of the I plus plus. So I is added as an incremented as a 1, 0 to 1. Then again condition check I equal to 1, I 1 less than or 5 means the value is true, the condition is true. Then it print the value of mark of 1 and then the value printed as a 60. Then increment is happened. Then the I values get to again the loop is checking until the 5. It comes to 5 means 5 after getting the 4. 4 less than or 5 is true, so the value is 75 is printed. After that it incremented as 5. 5 less than or 5 equal to false, so it come out from the loop. Then the end of the loop, finally the end return 0. So the output is shown as 80, 60, 70, 60, 85 and 75. One dimension declaration with initialization means we can initialize the C array at the time of declaration. This is known as compile time declaration. So here we have to int mark of 20 to 50 from the set square bracket. In such case there is no requirement to define the size. So it may also written by the following code. That means int of mark of 5 then equal to set bracket what is the mark means we have to initialize the value. See the example for this. Here we have the same header and main declaration and I value initialization while declaring and initializing the array in a single line. That means int of mark 5 equal to what is the mark students getting, we have to put in the square bracket. Then as usual the loop condition, the output is has to displayed as the